Gotta get more followers.
Hey everyone, it's CFT from the future here. So I was editing the video you're about to watch, and I wanted to put a little pre-video video in to give you a heads up as to what you're going to see. It's a pretty exciting morning. So I started recording at 8 a.m. Eastern time in the video you're about to watch. I was going to do some Treasury trading. We do some Treasury trading. I was completely unaware that the CPI report came out at 8:30. So I started recording at 8 a.m. At 8:30 or at 8:20 the Treasury market opens, and then at 8:30 the CPI report comes out, and things go haywire. It catches me 100% off guard. I was not in a trade at that point. For better or for worse, it would have either been a huge win or a huge disaster. So glad I wasn't ultimately. But we do get to make two trades after the fact because things continue. There's a nice little bit of volatility in there, and we play that, and so I won't spoil those trades, but we got two trades after the fact. So hang in there. The real fun starts approximately half an hour into when the trading starts. So if you want to see that, leading up to that, I'm just kind of going through several different things. So feel free to watch. I mean, I of course encourage you to watch the entire videos, but if you are getting bored, I would say fast forward to whatever timestamp it ends up being. It'll be 30 minutes from when the trading actually starts. 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Things just go ballistic, and it's pretty fun. It catches me off guard, so I'll leave it at that. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and with that, let's get to this trading. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. I had to double check. It's Wednesday, July the 13th, guys. It is 8:03 a.m. Eastern time. Treasury market opens in just under 20 minutes. Thought I want to record. Actually been itching to record. I recorded an entire, 45 minutes yesterday, and without boring you with the story, I screwed up the recording, and thus no video. I was excited to put it out because it was a corn trading video. Not only was it corn, I was trading both my Apex account and my own personal account. Big size in the corn. The crop report was out yesterday. I was excited for it. It delivered. Made a few bushels of corn, and by that I mean money, yesterday, but I don't have those videos. I only took 3 trades, but one of them was definitely a home run, so that doesn't matter. We're going to trade. We're going old school, guys. We're trading Treasury straight up today, and we're trading Apex. So haven't traded anything. I literally just turned this on a few minutes ago, and got all set up to record. So there's my order box, if you will, just so you can see it's Apex account, and we'll trade in bunches of 5. When we do right now, no, I see nothing worth trading. Let's take a look at the chart together. I have not even looked at this. Let me scoot this over, guys. Hey, if anything, you're getting a sense. This is what it's like. People ask for, what's your trade routine? Do you look at charts? This is kind of it, guys. I get the DOM up, I get set up. Make sure I got the right account selected, got the quantity set, so I'm ready to enter a trade. Take a quick gander at the charts while we just kind of watch and see. So here's the UB 1 minute, and then I'm more interested in the 5 minute. So it looks like it's been selling off. But even that said, you can look at this chart and interpret 2 ways. You might say, oh wow, it's really selling off. But if you actually look at the prices, I mean, we've gone from 153 and 20th. To, it's at 08 now. It's down 12 ticks in the last hour, So, I mean, it's down, but it's not like something dramatic. It's not as dramatic as maybe the chart looks. So it's always good to keep that perspective. If we zoom way out here, what's been going on since, way back to July 12th. Well, I guess that's technically only yesterday. So, honestly, pretty relatively tight range is my 2 cents on this, like a low from a day and a half ago or whatever day ago. No, I guess this was the 12th, so this would have been the 13th or the 11th. Sorry, it's still early here, obviously. We've traded between the high 150s up to 155. $5 range, yeah, but over several days, not a lot of trouble, but we're not too worried about getting those big moves. We're doing some scalping. So guys, we're going to put our charts away because don't like charts around these parts other than just to take that quick cursory look. Guys, while we wait for something exciting to happen, what else? I sent out so much in yesterday's video. I was pretty bummed it didn't come out. Besides the trades, I was talking about trader valuations, like interviews I have coming up. So let's do it all again, guys, while we wait. I don't suspect there's going to be a lot to trade until after the market opens at 8:20. So that's 8:20 Eastern time, in case you're following along. First things first. So the July sales for all the evaluations, obviously that kind of gold rush is over. The next big holiday is September, like Labor Day, so we've got a while. I mean, of course, companies will do some types of sales or flash sales, but I don't think we'll see the big sales until Labor Day, so it might be a bit of a lull in the summer. We'll see how it goes. I'm thinking end of July, beginning of August, maybe I'll try to test my luck again, see if I can run some type of CFT exclusive promo. And we'll go from there, but nothing in the works. Not even like I haven't even asked anyone yet. We're hot off the heels of the July promos, so even I'm trader valuationed out, man, making all those videos about the deals, sending out emails, updating my site. I'm kind of glad we're in a lull, honestly, guys. Next week, I'm traveling back home. I drove to the far eastern coast of Canada for my little summer vacation, visiting family. I'm here now, but I'm heading out Monday. So Monday, Tuesday will be I'll be MIA because I'll be traveling home. But the good news is once I'm home, I've got plans galore, and one of those plans is pick up those interviews I was doing again. Interviews were a big hit. I love doing them. Love learning about different traders from different walks of life, different companies. I've got about 4, I would say, confirmed, and then I have a 5th one that's a potential one. Out of the loosely confirmed ones, one's definitely out of my league, guys, but in a good way. Asked somebody who I didn't think would even bother to email me back, and they were game for an interview, so I'm really psyched about that one. I'm not going to say who. That one won't be until August. Just they are on vacation too. I need to wrap up my vacation. I've got a few other things to record, so we already kind of said, okay, let's just circle back end of July, and we'll nail down a date. But that one will be definitely cool. Assuming it comes through, but the person seemed totally cool and kind of excited to do it. So that was really, like I said, I'm swinging out of my league. But hey, that's how you grow. Sometimes you just gotta ask. What's the worst? They say no. Little takeaway from your friend the CFT. I'm sure you've heard that before, but it's true. Guys, I'm going to get to my setup here. I did a little change, but so interviews coming next week on Monday. I'm going to put up the first interview. I won't say with who, and we're recording it tomorrow, and then I obviously need to edit and all that stuff, so I'm going to launch that on Monday morning/lunchtime, depending on what time zone you're in, and looking forward to that one. So already got my list of questions. I got my rapid fire questions ready. Guys, I'm not seeing any Treasury setups yet. Guys, by popular demand, while we wait, I'm trying to get all the cursory info out of the way first, so then we could focus on trading once this market opens. Update my site. So I get a lot of requests. For the longest time, I only put trader valuations on my site that I've personally been through and passed and been paid out by, etc. But there's so many new ones, and there's a lot of demand. So I finally caved and added a few additional ones on here. But bear in mind, I've talked about these companies fairly extensively, and as well have talked to other traders who I respect and actually know who have been paid out. Like, I want some proof that these companies go all the way through and pay out. So with that said, I've added TickTick Trader and TradeDay to my site, and I have the exclusive promos, of course. I've been trying to normalize. I always tell the companies now, I'm like, hey, can I get a code CFT promo? You might notice it's the same for a lot of companies. Just makes it easier. So TickTick Trader, have not done them. I'm working on a written review based on looking at their site and stuff. The code is CFT promo. Whatever their current promo is, you get an additional 5% off. So their current promo is 45% off. So by using my code, you get 50% off. And that's just going to be universal. Whatever their promo is, you get 5% more using my code. So that's pretty cool. TradeDay, 20% off currently. They have TradeDay available. There's a lot of benefits with them, and I actually did do a write-up on them already. So you'll find that right here. You can go read it. I'm not going to walk you through the whole thing. If you're interested in TradeDay, check them out. I would... there's a few benefits for sure with them. One, once you pass, you go to live funded, like a live real money account immediately. There's no, live sim or, ambiguous. Are you on sim? Are you live? Copying your trades. I'm not saying anything bad. I know obviously a lot of companies that I do like do that. But some people prefer a company where you're actually going right to live, full on live. TradeDay would be a good option. They have TradeDay available, which I know a lot of people are fans of. If you're not familiar, it's essentially web-based, so you can either download the TradeDay app or trade it in a web browser. So it's great if you trade from your phone or from a Mac. It's free. Like there's no additional anything. It's just you can use TradeDay. Their withdrawals too. I was a big fan of their withdrawals. Again, since you're trading like real money, any money you make, you can withdraw like from day one. There's no like, oh, you need to trade, 25 days before you're able to withdraw, anything like that. Again, different strokes, different folks, some people, but obviously they actually cost a little bit more. I'm not going to lie. And, I wouldn't say the rules are any more difficult. They don't have a trailing drawdown, so that's in some ways easier. But 20% off. They only, have 2 account sizes available. And I've rambled enough about TradeDay. You can read the full review. I basically just verbalized about half of the review. So if you want to learn more, come check out that review. I'll do a review on TickTick. And of course, I got all my favorites. I've also updated the front page of my site. Guys, I don't know how much you care. We are going to get back to the treasuries. We got 7 minutes till the treasury market opens. I used to have every single firm list on the front page, and then I had every single firm list on the valuation deals page. I decided, you know what? I'm just going to pick my favorites. Kind of like parents do with their kids. They always say, oh, we don't have a favorite, but really they have a favorite. Come on, it's the same with trader valuations. I have my favorites. So everybody is still on the trade deals page. Any of the companies that I endorse are still on the trade deals page, but I've kind of picked my favorites. And even this list is 6, a little bit long. We might pare it down to 5 at some point. But for now, especially with the 2 new ones, I wanted to get them up. And so these are kind of what I deem to be the best kind of mix of the deal and the company itself and whatnot. And then they're all here. And of course, you can read the reviews, guys. Let's get back to the treasury markets. One thing I was going to tell you guys, well, a few things. Okay, guys, let's rapid fire this. I added, so you might notice here, I'm going to move this one. I've got now 2 ticker tapes essentially, but they're kind of overlaid. And I've done the same thing here on Ultra Bond. So the way I've done this is the one on top is the original one. So for, let's just focus on Ultra Bond because that's what I trade. I have the top one filtered, so it only shows trades that are quantity of 3 and above, just to filter out all the 1 lot, 2 lot traders. It makes it a little cleaner. Down below, and I obviously didn't set this right yet. Oh, you know what? I think I did. I have the bottom one set on Ultra Bond to over 20 and above. It's either 20 or 25. Now you might be saying, CFT, I see a 3 and I see a 5. Those came up while I was adjusting the settings. So going forward, you'll only see over 20, so 21 and over. So basically, 20 lots won't be included. But reason for that is just another kind of visual cue. We're still going to get the 3 lot, 4 lot, 5 lot trades. Sometimes that muddies this up. When you start seeing like all red down here, I'm going to know automatically that it's bigger size. And same thing applies over here. I have this one set to over 100 on the bottom. So over 20 on the top, over 100 on the bottom. I don't expect anyone to remember this. I'm just explaining it for you in case you are wondering. Make the use of our time. I believe it's Fat Cat, another YouTuber who does something similar. I think he has his filtered even a bit more, has them overlaid a bit more. But that's where I kind of got the idea. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I could have more than 1 ticker tape up. I had one other thing. Guys, Chat with Traders, my favorite podcast. Let's take a look at them real quick. See how fast this loads. This browser is dog shit sometimes. Okay, today it's going well. Episodes. The latest episode is Mary Childs. She is the author of a book called The Bond King. And I've been listening to the episode. I'm only about 15 minutes into it. One, if you don't listen to Chat with Traders, you are absolutely missing out. I mean, this is the 237th episode. There is a laundry list. One of my favorites, John Grady, just happens to be here. John Grady is where I even kind of learned and took up Treasury trading. I really attribute pretty much all of my Treasury trading and using Jigsaw and the setups and everything to John for the most part. Anyways, there's a ton of good interviews. Mary Childs wrote The Bond King. I should talk about it. I was like, you know what? I have this book, but I feel like I haven't read it. Sure enough, came home, brought it with me on vacation. I haven't cracked it open yet, so I'm going to dig into this book because just listening to her interview has been pretty good. And actually, the one thing I was going to show you, if you really dig into my site, guys, check out this More button because there's so many categories of stuff. I had to go with more. Free resources. It's not really software or anything like that. It's just kind of cool things you should check out. So John Grady, Peter Davies. If you scroll down, though, here's my favorite episodes of Chat with Traders. Jared Tendler, Brett Steenbarger, obviously not. Tracy Schuchart is a great Twitter follow, by the way. Oil trading expert. Tony Duff, that one's fantastic. He also has a book. A couple of trading psych ones and risk management. And then John Grady. And then my favorite, honestly, my ultimate favorite episodes. And then, guys, we got 3 minutes till the treasury market opens. John Rambo Moulton. And there's actually, this is like the one video interview. And I have the link to the video down here. He is an old-timey trader. He doesn't do like almost any like press or interviews or stuff. So the fact that Chat with Traders is able to get like an actual like it wasn't even just, it was a live interview, but it was in front of an audience. So it's really cool and just chock full of like great information. And I'm not talking like technical trading information. I'm just talking like trader psychology and how you should be thinking about trading and just hearing his story. Like, it's really cool. So if you got time, you want to invest in your trading career, but not so much spend every waking moment studying setups and charts and stuff, you know, venture off the beaten path and take a look at some of those other things as well. That might help you out. Guys, I think I've shared as much as I can. We are going to trade our Apex account, and we are going to patiently wait here for 2 more minutes until the treasury market opens and see what it gives us. Guys, crude oil inventories report is today at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Just a heads up in case you're a crude oil trader. If you're a crude oil trader, I would hope you know that already. If you didn't, now you do. Kind of like FOMC or any of those other news reports, when the inventories come out, you know, prices kind of go wild for a little bit. So I'll be taking a look at that, much like I was trading the crop report yesterday. I will show you the corn chart in a second because I'm pretty excited about corn. I have been trading corn a decent amount lately, but don't worry, I'm not giving up on the bonds. See how things are kind of stalled right now? It's like 1 minute till the market opens. Not open yet, not open yet, not open yet. I suspect we will be able to tell when the market opens. We'll see some little, well, also, so there you go. My data completely clears out, and I have that set specifically in Jigsaw. Honestly, not too much of a flurry of activity. So while this kind of does nothing for the time being, I will show you in settings. So if you go to settings for any particular depth of market, so Jigsaw has a main kind of menu bar that's kind of hidden here a bit. This is where you set up like the main stuff, like set up a DOM, set up whatever, these constructed tapes, bring them up. And then within each thing, once you have a DOM up, you can go to its settings, which is this, and then fine tune this portion of your screen. So far, nothing on the treasuries that I want to trade. I mean, it's just kind of hanging out in here. Right here, reset on new session, because a couple people asked. This is where you enable or disable that, because one person wanted to know how to do it and another person wanted to know how to turn it off because they didn't like the fact that their volume disappeared once the new market session opened, the US session. Just uncheck that and, you know, close it and you're good to go. You can also, for any of you aspiring, I'm going to talk about Jigsaw actually a bit more here since nothing exciting is happening here yet. Hopefully we get off a trade. you can go here and save any of these, like say you've completely fine-tuned this to, you don't want resets and you want to change some of the numbers, and, you change the colors. Like this is where I set up my awesome green, purple, etc. You get that all set up. You can then save it as a template, if you will, and then you can apply it to other things. And it also will save like the specific layout of the columns, which columns are on here, which order they're in, the font size, like all that stuff. So like I really only had to build this once, and I'm just able to apply it to other depth of markets. Guys, I think it's water break time, or coffee break. I should say coffee and water. Jigsaw. So I have good news for you. A lot of people ask me about Jigsaw because I've done videos about my trade setups or whatever, and I'm obviously an avid Jigsaw user, but people often say CFT, it's expensive. Let's take a look at it, since I'm kind of bored with the, it is Jigsaw Trading. There we go. If we go to products, it's expensive. Let's see. Oh, try buy is where I need to go. Like, let's call it $600. So a few things. First off, the difference between these three levels is not the software. The software is the same. All that's included is additional training. So this middle level has advanced order flow. This one has institutional trading. I don't have any of that stuff. I just have the basic, well, in quotes, basic, which cost me about $600. On top of that, I have to pay $50 a month to trade live with it. That's just their monthly fee to be able to execute on the depth of market like I do. When you see me clicking all over like a madman and you have no idea what I'm doing, I pay $50 for that ability to do that because I like it. The good news that I'm finally getting around to is, let's get back here. Actually, let's go to the trader valuations. TickTick Trader. I still have not figured out how this is. I need to write this on here. They give you a free copy of Jigsaw, which when I say I don't know how they do that, I don't, because I paid $600 for it. So how they're able to give you free license for Jigsaw and for Bookmap, and or I can't remember if they give you both. I think they give you both if you just ask for them. I've never used Bookmap. I've seen it. It looks cool. It might actually be something I explore at some point in the future, but for now, I'm obviously happy with Jigsaw. The point is, if you sign up for TickTick Trader, you get a free copy of Jigsaw, which obviously I'm a little bit, salty about, since I paid good money for it, and now everybody just gets it for free. Assuming you go with TickTick, and they're the only company I know of that does that. So there you go. Like, you could seriously sign up for like the cheapest. Let's take a look. So they have a 25K. Let's see here. If I can get this centered. It's $145 a month, but you get 50% off currently with my code. So whatever, $70, a little $73 to do the evaluation. But then you're also getting a free copy of Jigsaw. And I mean, you can take whatever evaluation you want, you get it for free. I'm just saying, if you want like to do the cheapest evaluation to get yourself a free copy of Jigsaw, there you go. I'm assuming it doesn't work after, like, say you sign up for TickTick and then get your Jigsaw and then cancel, your Jigsaw's not going to work. Like, it's only going to work while you're with TickTick. So I guess that is the one catch. I'm assuming it will work with other companies as well, though. Like, once you have a license in and just connect, I mean, it should, in theory, work. But I'm, as the kids say, a little out of pocket on this one. I don't know for sure because I haven't tried, because I own Jigsaw. I guess it's a similar vein. I paid, so you can get Ninja Trader for free, obviously, with any of the companies, for the most part, any of the companies. I paid for Ninja Trader, but there is some benefits to owning it, and part of it is I have a Ninja Trade brokerage account. I get cheaper commission rates. That's why I paid for it. So it's not quite the same. I was going to say it's the same as a Ninja Trader, but it's not quite the same. Guys, pretty boring start, I'm going to say. Like, we're in a pretty narrow range. This looks like the overnight range. Like, this is boring. I need some, guys, I'm going to up my game. I already got a new mic I'm pretty excited about, other than it's pretty sensitive. I noticed it catches like every little click and sound, so I'm going to monkey with it. I know the settings change. I just haven't quite adjusted them yet. But I'm going to up my game, thinking about getting like a Elgato Stream Deck. If you're not familiar, you press all the little buttons and it kind of, you pre-program to do stuff. Now I know, like, you can pre-program to do like trading stuff. Like, I press this button and you know, take the market order to go long and press this button and go. I might do it for that, but I'm more interested in it. I'm going to press a button and we're going to get cool like animated GIFs and stuff that pop up, you know. Like if I say boring, maybe Homer pops up and, you know, says boring. The fun I have, guys, this is how you keep trading entertained. People say the treasuries are so boring. They're only as boring as you want them to be, guys, because as you can tell, I'm spending about 15% of my brain on watching the treasuries and 85% on entertaining you guys. So multi-talented here. Guys, hopefully there's a trade to take. Nothing so far. I said I'd talk about corn. I mean, I think now is a good opportunity to do so. I think I'm watching here. This look like they're starting to press this high. Let's see here. It's one of those things, right? You don't want to miss out on the opportunity, but you don't want to get screwed. You don't want to go long here and say, okay, they're getting ready to break high, and then it just retraces right back into the middle. There's not enough enthusiasm here for me to be excited about it. So what I'm more excited about is corn. This is the 1 minute chart. So this was, oh man. Okay, guys, so I changed it to 5 minutes just so we could go back and look at like yesterday. So right in somewhere in here. So where I was, oh, you can even see. So these little arrows, I'm not going to bother to go back. Something is goofy with the way this is like presenting itself, I noticed, because it's showing different entry points and like there's no chart down here. But I know that a lot of my trades were down in like the 597 range, which lines up with this little like arrow here. But the thing is the chart itself. So there's something goofy. I think it's the KISS order flow is doing something wacky. Anyways, the few trades I took in here were all here yesterday, and this was, you know, leading up to the crop report, and then the crop report came in, want to say it was probably right about here. I think it was, this was 12. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was at 1. I mean, I could go look, 1:30. Somewhere, wherever it was, maybe it was here. Actually, maybe it was 12:30. That would make sense. And then you get this additional drop, but people are already selling off. Long story short, I took some trades in here, made some money on corn, so that was pretty exciting. It's been pretty tame ever since. Of course, definitely not a hot topic in the overnight market. And then let's zip ahead here. Big drop this morning, though. Look at this. So the corn market opens, it has weird hours. I don't want to explain them. It opens shortly and then it closes for, I want to say 45 minutes. Then it reopens at 8:30. Don't ask me why. But this is the reopen at 8:30 and huge friggin' drop. Look at this. Almost like a $10 drop. Like there would have been some money to be made there. Anyways, guys, we're not going to trade corn today. We are hopefully going to trade treasuries. Looks like we did get a little bump up over here on the treasury DOM and then it tanked. Yep, see, there you go. There's your little bump up. There's your charts. Guys, this is KISS order flow. I've mentioned it before. It's like a plug-in. It costs money. I want to say it was like $300. I don't use it for what it supposedly does. Oh, damn. Holy balls. Okay, something is happening. Well, I'm glad I got... Wow, guys, what in the absolute fuck? Some news report or something is happening, and we have a decision to make in life, guys. Holy Moses. Do we jump in and try to like just slam it and get a quick payoff, or do we avoid this like the plague? I feel like there's two camps out there. Some people are like, get in there, make some money. Other people would be like avoid that like the plague. Right now it's a little too frantic. Like if it was just falling and falling and falling, I'd be all in to jump in on this, but it's a little wackadoo right now, guys. Wow. What in the Sam hell just happened? Something came out. Look at this. 153 down to 150, like a full dollar. Like that's 32 ticks, whatever, give or take. Looks like it wants to keep going low, but am I wrong? Was the crude oil? No, crude oil report's not for a little bit. And I don't think, wow, crude too, falling. Holy Moses, guys, what? I'm not sure what came out. That's, damn, from like mid-96s down to mid-95s, a full dollar drop there. I'm real curious. Let's look at something here. Earn to Trade Discord. I know you can't see the... I'm going to like condense this. So this is the Earn to Trade Discord I'm a part of. I'm not a part of many Discords, but here was my CPI report. Okay, I should have known better. I knew that was coming out. So I'm on there in Trade Discord, guys. I'm actually one of the moderators. I think I'm the coolest moderator, but that's just me. Mighty Ox, who I've interviewed and shown his a few times. God damn, holy Moses. Mighty Ox just made 5,500, showing me up. Oops, well, I wanted to put a little Canadian. That's my, everybody gives like a little emoji face. I like to go with a Canadian flag. Anyways, guys, Earn to Trade Discord. I'm also part of the Treasury's Futures Trading Group. It's a bit smaller, but if you're interested, comment on this video and I'll give you the link. I think the links to like Discords like expire after so many uses or time or something, so I'll just give you a link if you want to join. It's Treasury Future Trading exclusively, good group. And then I've got Fat Cats, which is I can't remember which is which. I think this is Fat Cats and this is Speculator Seth. I'm not active in either of these. Like, I like to pop in once in a while to see what people are chatting about, but that's about it. I'm mainly like 99% of the time in Earn to Trade Discord. All right, guys. Well, we know what happened. Let's get back to our thing. So there you go, the CPI report. Well, there you go, guys. So that's a case in point. As all right, let's see if we can make a few buckaroos here. 10 years going ham over here. Okay. Let's try to go short 10, and then we are going to set ourselves a stop. I know that's a very generous stop, but there's obviously a flurry of activity here. And then I'm going to off-screen click stop to price so that I can quickly move it once we get, once we get down here somewhere, we'll move our stop just to protect our profits. And if we eat it, we eat it on this one, guys. That's how it is. A little more flurry of activity. What I like is they're not pushing it up. And we're seeing a bit of a down over here. So here we go. Like, I'd be much more worried if they were like just marching the stop up, up, up. Then I'd be like, okay, maybe I want to get out here rather than up here. But I mean, they're screwing around in here, but I think we got some more potential down here. I could even, let's just set a take profit just in case we get a spike down. What I was gonna say, guys, is know your news reports. I mean, this one obviously caught me off guard. So say I'd just been in a random trade there, I might have either really made bank or like been screwed hardcore if I didn't have a stop on. Like, if I'd been long and the price just tanked like that, like, account ruined, right? So, good case in point, guys. See, I don't like this. Don't like this. So they're moving it back down. I was getting ready to bail. I could just move my stop here. I realize that. But you're going to see it in live action. See, they're still pressing it down here. Guys, I'm just watching and absorbing and thinking about life. About how I'm about to be $3,000 poorer. Yeah, it looks like it's going to hit it. I'm just, at this point, I mean, I could get out here for, no, not yet. Guys, that's what we call luck. Holy Moses. It seriously came up and traded right at the price below where my stop was, and now it's back to break even. Guys, again, I'm not claiming, so these videos I do, I would say it's 50% entertainment for you and 50% entertainment for me. I just like recording while I'm trading because it gives me something to do, and I do like talking about Jigsaw and the trader valuations and sharing, updates and interviews and all that stuff. But what I don't mean these to be is like educational, like in the sense that like the other videos I did were educational. I really wish we could get down here because I would love to put my stop like here somewhere. Then if we make out for 300 bucks, fantastic. But with the potential to drive down. All right, we're moving our stop here. I'm not gonna fool me once. Shame on me. Really want this bust low. Now we could just take the 300, the 600 where it's trading and just say, you know what? What I'm seeing though is these guys are really still trying to push this down here. So I'm looking at this as risking 4 ticks to hopefully make a bunch more ticks. To put it scientifically, although I'm getting real... No, see, they're marching this down. I'm holding out, guys. Yeah, these guys are coming down, and I'm even going to go so far as to... I'm taking this off. Okay, this is where we put this on. And then we're going to set a take profit arbitrarily down here. Here's what I'm seeing, guys. There's still some ground to make up here. If these guys can break their low, like I just see this like falling. Now, will it fall down here? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball yet. I'm working on it. But the thing is, this also gives me some space. So say it slowly works its way down here, I can manage this then. I can get out of it. Whereas if I just have it set here, I think I had it set originally like right in here. It like completely skipped a price level. Like nothing even traded there. I'm very tempted to take this off as well. Let's move our stop. Let's manage our stop real quick. Let's take this off. So we were at this price, 15. Let's just see what happens here. So we're going to lock in 2 grand at least, guys. And again, this was pure luck. It came right up to my stop and didn't hit it. So, I mean, we went from almost eating 3 grand to instead now we're locking in 2 grand. So, I'm not, might get taken out here, but that's not so bad of a trade. So we originally had our take profit set down here. Seems to have slowed down, but I'm really like, if these guys can break and these guys are down towards their low, I think we got some more travel in us, guys. So this is where you have to make a decision because it's obviously screwing around in here and it could easily bump up and hit my stop here. So do I put a stop like slightly less? Okay, we got taken out. Do I move my stop up a little bit in case it touches it and then it flies down? Or do you just take what's on the table? So in that case, I took what's on the table. I've been trying to do that more because a lot of times when it does start to go against you, it's going against you. And by going against you, I mean, it was still profitable trade. But I mean, if I'd moved my stop up here, it looks like it's on its way back up. Like we would have given up some of that profit. So we locked in whatever that was, about 2 grand in profits. That was with Apex trading 10 lot. So much to unpack from there, guys. Again, as the kids say, hang on, I need a drink of coffee. Guys, one, the CPI report, know your reports, because like I said, that was just dumb luck. Well, it wasn't dumb luck, that wasn't in a trade, but it's not like I'd take a ton of trades. But if I had been in a trade, that could have easily been like screwed me. Either, you know, make a bunch of money or screwed me. That thing fucking traveled, man. If I was short for whatever reason up here, wherever it was that it... Oh, it was up here, I think, where it was trading. If we'd caught, like, whatever that was where it originally bounced, that would have been some serious money. See, now it's pushing down. That's okay, though, guys, because we made some money, and now we are curious. This is what I'm curious about. I want to see these guys get this down. If these guys can get down to, like, 285, 280... that might be my next move to jump in here, but I'm not curious yet because you see how quickly it can go against you. Like if these guys don't do it and they start marching this up, this thing is going up, and I don't want to be on the wrong side of that. Active day, geez, it was looking so slow. But it makes a lot more sense now why it was so slow. People were waiting for that report. So guys, know your reports. That was like Wow, they're really pushing this. All right, we're going short here for 10 lots. They are really pushing the envelope here. They're trying to push this down. Yeah, that makes sense now why it was so slow, and then it just, like, the report came out and it just took off like a maniac. Okay, we're in the profit on this one already. I'm gonna set my stop here at break even. Okay, let's lock in. This one we're not gonna get as cavalier with. I mean, we weren't that cavalier with the last one, but, you know, we're up and we're gonna make more here, so let's not give it up. I already know I'm going to label this video like trading the CPI report unwillingly or something like that. I'll probably come up with a slightly better title. Yeah, I will fully admit I'm embarrassed. I did not know that was coming out. I focused so much on like crude oil inventories, crop report, FOMC. CPI report is not something I would normally like even cross my radar. Okay, we're going to manage this, and then maybe we'll pop back in that Earn to Trade Discord and see what the kids are talking about, see what people are saying. I'm guessing a few people benefited, like Mighty Ox, and a few people fucking blew their accounts. Sorry for all the cursing today, guys. I just can't filter it. I've been drinking coffee. We're making some money, and today has gone a different direction than I fully expected. So right now, I'm just trailing this by like 2-3 ticks, right? And it pops up and hits me. Fantastic. We made an additional little over $2,000 there. So I will just show you. Well, I already showed you that I'm in my Apex account. You can see that right there. And then I will show you. Let me just navigate my little box here. So that's the Apex account, obviously, and then this middle one is my real account. I haven't traded at all yet today, and the bottom one is the Sim 101 account. I always connect my real account, one, so I have it ready to deploy if I want to. Two, I pay for data through it, and it comes through CQG. It's just a little bit cleaner data feed, so if anything, I mean, it's several purpose. Cleaner, my account's available to trade if I want to trade it. If Rhythmic went down, I could trade that account, or if Rhythmic's just choppy, I'm still going to get like the data feed aspect from my other account. And I actually have Jigsaw set, or sorry, Ninja set, which feeds Jigsaw to default. It's automatically pulling the data from my CQG brokerage account. So if you're not familiar, like, so with all these trader evaluation and funded companies, it's changing a bit, but traditionally they've all been through Rhythmic. Now, Rhythmic is kind of two pieces. One, it's the data. It's all the information you see on screens coming through that Rhythmic connection. But when you place a trade, that is also going through your Rhythmic connection. So it's kind of like order routing and data. I have mine set up to, okay, only use Rhythmic for order placing, pull the data from CQG. A little bit cleaner, a little bit more stable, whatever. You don't need a brokerage account to do that. You can just go pay for like a CQG or a Kinetic or an IQ feed, but they cost like decent money. If you're just in an evaluation, I wouldn't bother. I would say if you get funded, it's something to consider. Anyways, that's just my thoughts there. So no more trades this second, guys. I don't want to lose sight. This has been pretty exciting. I don't want to bore you, so... okay, that was oil. Let's go back to Ultra Bond here. Yeah, say it was just happened to be short up here for whatever reason. I mean, we had a full, I mean, more than $1 fall. I mean, it depends on where it would have hit. I remember we saw it was like goofing around in here, and then it's just continued down. Looks like it's kind of stabilized, but man, there's some money. Anyways, so crude oil took a beat. Oil prices down. Seeing it at the pumps. How about corn? Corn do anything? Looks like corn took a bit of a tank too. Yeah, corn really took... I mean, corn trades similar to Ultra Bond if you haven't noticed already. It's part of why I like it. So look at this chart. Look at this chart. I mean, similar kind of flow patterns, etc. It's in part, and similar depth in terms of, I would say corn's almost a little bit thinner. Okay, guys, well, not much else is happening. I mean, it's going up, it's going down. I mean, it only has two directions it can go. In case you're new to futures trading, just a little inside intel there for you. The prices go up and down, they never go sideways. Seeing little flurries of activity. I mean, it's kind of coming down, going up. Gonna hold off though. So we got the oil report coming out in a little bit. I think that'll be my next kick at the can. I'm gonna take a little break from the trading here. Take a little water break. Maybe take the dog out. Not gonna record that. I'm kind of record it out for the day, guys. Voice, cuts out after 45 minutes, an hour. Well, I'm looking forward to watching this video myself. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. I think we learned some key takeaways. One, know your reports and when they come out. Two, I never claimed to be like some trading guru. That was took me by surprise. It seemed like it took a lot of people by surprise. So it did create some opportunity for us to make some money though, which was fantastic. So I'm excited about that part of it. And what else? You should use stops. I obviously don't as much as I should, but it worked out. Part of why I don't throw on a lot of stops is, today was a little bit different because there's a little bit more, the markets are a little bit more frantic right now. But in general, treasuries are moving a little bit slower than that. I can get out of a trade without it taking off on me. That said, the CPI report would have completely fried any probably account if it had been in a trade and it had gone against me. So that's a case in point for a stop for things like that. Flash, emergency stop. I've always said emergency stop. I think today would have been the first time if I'd been in a trade and I didn't have an emergency stop, I would have been kicking myself. So maybe I should really start using those or bone up on the news on what's coming out when. But guys, we got crude oil inventories a bit later. Next week, is it next week? No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, FOMC. Don't quote me on that. I'm almost certain. I looked up the other day. I think it's like the 24th or something. No, 27th or 28th. This is why I need to bring up a calendar, guys, and take a look at it. Okay, guys, I've rambled enough. You've got all the intel. I've got interviews coming up. Look for one on Monday. Look for... I'll just say there's going to be a special promo next week. Let's leave it at that. Look for that. Check out my site, read all the articles, read the free resources, look at the discounts. But seriously, if you go to, let's just make this big again. If you go to the free resources, you can look up those Chat with Traders podcasts. Really recommend the John Rambo Molden interview. If anything, just watch that video. That's really cool. Reviews, TickTick I told you about, TradeDay I told you about. I think that's it, guys. I'm out of gas here. I'm out of gas. Need to take this video, stick the goblin in front of it. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen a few pictures lately. One, I received some Goblin Sauce. That's right, the band that the Goblin is part of. I don't even listen to their music, but I like the Goblin. John Goblicon. Well, he has his own hot sauce. I ordered that. It's pretty spicy, guys, but that was part of my plan the last few years. I upped my spice game. Also went for a nice little hike, and I posted that. And then that's when I went home to edit my corn trading video and realized it was not working. So that was very unfortunate. Anyways, link to Instagram. There might be one below. If not, it's on my site. It's Canadian Futures Trader. It's not hard to find. All right, guys. I think that's it. I hate to leave. I'm having so much fun, but I do want to see that CPI report. As exciting as my corn video was yesterday when the crop report came out and prices tanked and we made some money, I think I was more excited by the CPI report because it caught me off guard. I was expecting something to happen with the crop report. The CPI report today just was out of left field. All right, guys, that is it. Thanks so much if you've hung in this long. I will probably not have another video like this until maybe the end of next week. Like I think I said at the beginning of this video, I'm going to be traveling Monday, Tuesday back home. So basically nothing those days. I will put up the interview on Monday. I'll schedule it to come out. But aside from that, probably not too much going on the next few days, and probably, unless I make a trading video on Friday, if I get totally bored, who knows, maybe I'll make a video. Get back home, get to the interviews again, get to more educational video, like proper educational videos, and of course the trading videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for subscribing, guys. We crossed 5,000 subscribers. Next stop, 10K. I'm estimating that will be about June 2023 based on the current run rate. So if we get there any sooner, all the better. I'll see you in the next video.